Hello again, everyone. So today we are going to start making gifts for everybody because it's that time of year. It's November. I'm in the crafty mood, and these are perfect little accessories if you are a knitter or crocheter or make your own projects or make your own clothes and you need to find that special button that's a particular color, or you want to make your own fun buttons to go with something. These are great. I saw these molds on Temu, and I will definitely link the mold in the description. And I thought this would be great if I am knitting something that has a specific color, if I'm knitting something that has, variegations that have different colors in them, I could make buttons to match. And these are perfect size buttons. So the bigger ones are probably really great for those big chunky sweaters. Smaller ones are great for little baby sweaters. So this time I am using the 4-hour demold, the JDiction 4-hour demold. With these clear molds, you can definitely use UV resin and have buttons in like 10 minutes, but I like the 4-hour demold, and I didn't want to use up all my UV resin. So I'm going to do a few little experiments with these buttons. This little bitty mold is perfect for experimenting with. So I just mixed up some black mica powder. I'm also mixing up some white, and I'm going to do some thermochromic powder that will change colors with warm or with cool. And then I'm going to also do some of these fun chameleon flakes from Let's Resin. So these come in different colors. I really love these things. So this I just paint into the bottom of the mold. It seems to work a lot better this way, and you use less. So you are saving some equipment and not using the whole thing when you just paint it in there like that. And then with the black background of the mica powder, it just brings out the color of that chameleon flake for sure. And this is the Let's Resin thermochromic powder. And I've never used this before, but I've seen it used many times and it works wonders. I decided to paint this into the mold like I did with the chameleon flakes, but that ended up not being a great idea. So I don't recommend doing this. I think you need more powder. So just mix it in with your resin and don't back it with the black, because I decided to back it with black thinking that it would be a cool effect, but it really wasn't. It didn't work out. So don't do that. In the future, I think I'll just add it to the resin as a color additive, which is what I think you're supposed to do. So they still ended up turning out just fine as buttons, but the thermochromicness color changing thing didn't work out. And then with this other mold that I have, this fun little tiny mold with the different types of buttons, different shapes, I'm just going to play around with some glitter. This is one of my favorite silver glitters. I got it at Hobby Lobby like a million years ago. It's just kind of a silver glitter. And then I'm going to back one with white and one with clear, just to have some buttons on hand. I don't have any projects that I'm thinking about with these buttons. I just am going to use up leftover resin that I have and put it in these little molds, or do experiments with different things that I want to try, because this is a great mold to do that with, because you can try, does this color look good with this color? Is this going to do what I think it's going to do? And you can do it in a small little thin mold and not waste all your resin and time on a bigger mold. So instead of doing a bigger mold with experimenting, I can do a small mold and hardly waste anything. So I'm backing these with black. The thermochromic powder one did not work, remember, so please don't do that, because you're not going to get the effect that you want. But the chameleon flakes definitely work with I've done it a million times. It definitely works with the black background. These buttons still worked out just fine, but I think just don't do that. But it's good to experiment, like I said, on these small little molds. Now I know. And I didn't waste $10 of resin. I just waste like 10 cents. So, but these little molds are so fun to use. And I could even do like stripes or whatever I want to do, depending on what project I'm doing. And then with my leftover resin, I have this awesome tile mold. I think I've made a video with this before. And it's just really nice if you have just a little bit of resin that you really can't use for anything else. Just fill up a couple of these little tiles and then save them. I have a little bucket that I save them in. And these are just great for any project at all. And then here's 24 hours later, and these are so cute. I really like the glitter in there. And then the holes I will have to drill out with my Dremel. So that's just a little added thing. They don't actually make the holes. You have to drill them out, but that's not too exciting. You can just do that real fast. I think it took me like 5 minutes. And then here's where I try to make the color change, and it's just not working. My hands are very warm and nothing is happening. No color change at all. Trying my hardest. I think there I was breathing on it. Nothing was working. And I was like, oh man, I made like 5 of these buttons. So those didn't really work out, but I'm still going to use them as black buttons. But this chameleon flakes, they really look great. They are shiny. They are colorful. This would look really good with any color of knitting project or crocheting project or sewing project. And they're going to be shiny and wonderful. I love those chameleon flakes. And then these are just really fun to take out of the mold, and they just make wonderful noises. I wish you could hear them, but I think I'm talking and saying some stupid stuff, so I did not put the original sound in. But these are so fun just to demold and have a whole bunch of these and put them in some cool mosaic tray or something like that. And here they are. These are just the thermochromic powder in the daylight, and you can see there's kind of a little sheen of green to them, but not really. Not really. We'll do those again. And then these all already have the holes drilled, and they look perfect. Those buttons will go with anything. And then these are my favorite, of course. These look the best, and they just look great in the sunlight. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this helps you out with little accessories for your DIY gifts or anything like that. If you have gift giving for the holidays, I hope this helps you out to make your own fun buttons. Thank you for watching.